What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I am your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-hosts, John, Luke, and Josh. But guys, we've got a special guest on today, someone that I know we've wanted on the show for a long time. Joe, you were saying it before, and we got hyped when we saw his name come through. So shout out to Jay for making this happen. We've got Rocky, a.k.a. Dynasty FF Addict on Twitter, joining us today. Rocky is the co-host of the Trade Addicts Pod and Dynasty Junkies. How's it going, Rocky?
Doing well. I'm very happy to be here. I was glad when Jay asked me. We were talking a little before the show. I had spoken with John Luke previously, and we talked about trying to get me on. Yeah, and my work schedule usually doesn't permit it. And screw it, I'm gonna have some fun and mention it. Today was my birthday, and I took off, so I was able to come on at 3:00 in the afternoon.
I love in real time. You just saw him just completely throw away, all abandon. He was like, "Don't say it. Fuck it, I gotta say it."
Yeah,
it's my birthday. So it is Rocky's birthday. And
we won't say how old I am.
You guys know what that means.
Yeah, happy birthday, Rocky. Everyone in the chat, this is your warning to mute if you need to.
For like 20 seconds, just mute it if you want.
Okay.
Roto Heat Sully says, sing. Jay says, what happens on birthdays?
Oh, God. What have we done?
You guys ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday, Rocky. Yeah. Happy birthday to you, Rocky.
You guys,
Thanks, man.
You guys had told me, but I still don't think I was quite prepared for how.
No, we told you it's going to be really bad.
Like, it wasn't just the singing was bad, but there wasn't even remotely together or nothing. Yeah.
We're all doing our own song.
Yeah. I think what did Jay say earlier?
It's avant-garde.
Jazz. It's just jazz.
It looks like we only lost like 3 viewers, though.
If you have to ask, you'll never get it.
3 is an susceptible threshold. God.
If you made it through that, welcome in, guys. Today we are playing Pole Perception with Rocky. Craig is here. I hope he's still here. He didn't quit on us. How's it going, Craig?
You should ask people to subscribe before singing, I think.
No, after. I think our subscribers just shot up 3. Jay Wall said, fly, Eagles, fly. He's going to be watching after work, but we got another Eagles fan on here today. Man, that's a lot of Eagles fans that comes on. How come we don't get more Browns fans on here? It was Z2 and Z2.
We need more Browns fans. We don't get a ton of Eagles fans. Hey, I got to ask you, who do you like more? Do you like Jalen Reagor or Devonta Smith for this year?
Devonta Smith by a mile.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Me too.
I think Devonta Smith will help Reagor, but yeah, Devonta Smith. I am praying they finally have gotten this right at wide receiver this year.
I hope so.
Do you think
Reagor?
Do you think he has a relevant year this year, like year 1?
I think he does, because I think he's going to be, one of the main focal points. I mean, they drafted him at 10. They traded up for him. It's not like we have a lot else. Like I said, J-Jaw, Reagor, we'll see what he is. Goddard.
J-Jaw, I forgot about it.
Goddard.
It still hurts my feelings to this day that he didn't pan out. Like I
loved him. I was happy they drafted him. I was like, yeah, J-Jaw.
I wasn't the biggest fan of the acronym, so I'm kind of happy that he didn't pan out.
I'm not a big fan of the Arthega Whiteside. That's
me too. That bothers me more than the acronym, I think.
Yeah.
We got Sully in here. What's up, Sully? He said, no better way to spend a Tuesday afternoon. What is up, y'all? Glad to have you here. And Jay said, what's up, Front Yard fam? Craig saying, hey to Jay and Rob. Anthony's in here. What's up, FY fam? He's bringing back that one. And Tyler said, Rocky, you are going to love this show. Rocky's ready. Jordan says, this is what Rocky looks like.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't have my picture in my Abby. I'm in a chat with Jordan, but he would have had no idea what I looked like before.
I just knew your voice. I listened to your podcast. I knew the voice. I could spot that voice a mile away.
Simon looks like he's trapped in a box and about to do a magic trick to escape. You ruined the surprise. That was going to be the end of the stream. Right before I revealed the winner, I was going to escape out of a box.
Jordan?
But Tyler's saying, giving you some love, Rocky said, you guys got a great guest.
I appreciate that. I'm friends with Tyler. He's a good guy.
Can I have a second here? Yeah. Something you said, Simon, in the beginning has just like consumed my thoughts. You said when we saw Rocky's name come through, like we were hyped. And that just gave me like this idea, like we should just do like we shouldn't even know the guess. It should just be like a Top Shot reveal. And then
There you go.
unwrap the Top Shot, and then Jay sets it all up, and then the guest just comes
schedules
in.
it, and we're here.
We don't know.
Oh, hey, you're on the show today.
No, Jay makes a silhouette of said guest, and we do it. Who's that Pokemon style?
Yes.
Who's that analyst? It's Rocky.
Oh my god! I could not stop thinking about it that whole time since you said that, and I was like, I had to get this out.
Sully talking about our singing said, I love how you were consistently shitty every time. Mike said that singing was fire. And Anthony said, I think my speakers are blown. Oh, wait, never mind. That's just the FYF stream. Man. And Jay said, Simon straight from the porta potty. No, it's a magic trick cage. That's what it is. That's what's going on.
If a porta potty had like wall art like that, I think porta potties would be more popular.
Guys,
I'm about it. Why not just make a porta potty look good on the inside?
It's like
it's
inspirational quote.
Interesting.
You'll make it through this. It's not as bad as you think.
Remember why you started. That would be really funny in the porta potty. Well, because I really
That's
had
great.
Remember why you started.
We got some happy birthdays in here for you, Rocky. Jay said happy birthday, and Jordan said happy birthday. Oh, and
I appreciate that.
Jay said I can make that happen. We'll do a surprise guest one of these days, and Craig loves that idea. That's a fun idea. Rocky, you are our guest. I've got 7 polls lined up for us today for poll reception, so you get to choose whether you want to go first, second, or third. And keep in mind, the order of the polls has already been predetermined, so I'm not picking and choosing based on where you pick. Just wherever you land, those are the polls you're going to end up with.
I know you guys let the guests pick, and I tried to figure out if there's any advantage to it. I don't think there is.
There's not.
I'm just going to go.
I consistently lose every week, and I feel like I've been at every
Choose the
position.
opposite JL.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go right in the middle. I'll go second.
Going second. Josh, I've been going to jail primarily to pick recently, so I'm coming to you. Do you want to go first or third?
Look, you made the order pretty good already. I'll go first.
Josh is going first, and Sully said it always comes back to poop. You know what? It does. We probably talk about it too much on this stream.
That's not just about the stream. That's just Simon's life. Every conversation with Simon always leads to poop.
Anthony said, I like how everyone has a nice mic and Josh is using generic Apple Pods. Lift it up, Josh.
Nice. Anthony?
Me and Josh are mic buddies. We got matching microphones.
We got the same mic. I just don't let mine show on the stream. I'm not flashy like that.
And Sully's got his money on you, Rocky.
When I do podcasts, they sometimes say it looks like I have a sniper coming at me.
That is a sexy microphone.
Red dot on the
right in the neck, yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, that is a sexy microphone. I'll be honest.
Is that blue?
Snowball. Yeah.
Oh, man, I got to upgrade.
Yeah, that's a chrome one.
Yeah.
Josh, you're up first. I've got these 7 polls. If you guys are ready, I'm going to explain the rules. I was just saying your name. Make sure you listen, and then we'll get started. For those of you who have not played poll perception before, and Josh always forgets them, how this game works is I found 7 polls, trade polls, who would you start polls, who would you rather have on your team polls from Twitter. I will propose a poll to Josh and ask, I'll give him a side A and side B and ask what percentage of people chose side A. Josh will give me a percentage, say 50%. Rocky and John Luke are then going to give me whether the actual percentage is over or under Josh's guess. Josh will get more points the closer he is to the actual answer. Rocky and John Luke will get points if they correctly guess the over, under. We'll go 6 rounds like that, 2 polls a person guessing the number. And then in the 7th round, you guys will all guess a number. Write it down on pen and paper. Rocky came prepared without me even reminding him. And whoever's the closest will get 5 points, 10 if they nail it right on the dot.
Sounds more complicated than it is.
Yeah, for those of you watching how this works, you're gonna guess the results of a poll. You can basically explain it that way, and you'll get points if you guess it right. Josh, are you ready for your first one?
Easy. This is I'm gonna guess it. Spot on. I'm taking JL on these odds.
Yeah, for real.
I'm taking JL. So I mean, like,
put $1,000 on me.
JL plus 850.
Great odds.
I'm just glad I'm not last in the odds.
There you go.
Honestly, they should be a lot closer.
Impossible.
Let's be honest. Oh no,
Joshua. Oh, Jordan said, "Man, I can't wait for the 75-person polls voted in specific teams."
I like how the tide is, like, the public opinion has shifted from I'm just being a dick, pointing out the sampling size, to now everyone giving you shit for it.
You need a big sample.
I have not picked a poll with less than 600 votes in months.
You've been good. You've been good.
Truly in months.
He's right. He's right.
Good boy,
Joshua. Your first poll, it's a doozy of one. There's a lot going on in this, but it is a dynasty league. Side A is the 2021 109 and 208. plus the 2022 first and third round picks.
Mhm.
Side B is AJ Brown plus the 2021 211 and the 2022 fourth. So you've got a picks package for AJ Brown plus some picks, 2 2021 picks and 2 2022 picks for AJ Brown plus a 2021 end of the second round pick and a 2022 fourth. What
There's a lot
percentage of
going on
people
there.
There's so much
chose
going on.
side
There.
A? These are the trades I struggle with the most, like valuing whenever these
Yeah,
get
'cause
sent to
they're
me with all these
complicated as
picks.
hell.
They're hard.
Yeah, I mean, like if it's Jerry Jeudy or like Jalen Reagor, we're taking Jerry Jeudy, right? So and then we're just like determining what percentage of people, right? Yeah, you got to trade with 4 pieces on each side. You got to do some math, like this guy and this guy, and I don't. So listen, AJ Brown, he's my number 1 dynasty receiver. I've got to go side B here. There's 2 first round picks though in the side A. But it's the 109 in the 2021. It's a dynasty league. We don't know if it's a super flex, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Let me confirm. Yep, didn't say anything about Superflex, so I'm
Assume it's not.
assume it's the one QB.
That 2022 first is not doing nearly enough to cover the AJ Brown here. I'm going to say that 30% Joe side A.
30% choosing side A. Rocky, are you going to take over or under Josh's guess of 30%?
I hate you, Josh, because that's not that far off
Good
from the
guess.
number I had in my head. Yeah,
That's what I like to hear.
Everybody loves AJ Brown. And I just
Yeah.
immediately take off the third and the fourth from each side when I look
Yeah.
at a trade like this. That's inconsequential.
Not moving the needle.
208 to 11 is pretty much a wash. So AJ Brown for 109, 22 first. I agree. It's got to be heavily AJ Brown. It's just a matter of how heavily.
It's also a Twitter poll.
30.
You never know.
I know 30% was such a good number.
How many votes on this one, Simon?
This one had 627 votes.
I especially not know if it's super flex. Because if this is one QB, it's even easier. AJ Brown. I am going to go. I hate this. I'm going to go under.
I love
Josh said
that.
30.
I think people just love AJ Brown so much, and it's a late first and a random future first, essentially, is what you're getting for him. So I think it's slightly under, but under, maybe like 28 or something.
Yeah.
Rocky said under. John Luke, are you following Rocky on the under? Or are you taking the over on this one?
I'm taking the under. It is a little easier for me, but it was a good guess, Josh. I think you'll get points on this one.
Should go
Okay.
lower.
Especially if it's like, I can't imagine anyone would just put this to Superflex and not say. But
Yeah,
109
I
is
assume it's
like
not.
not.
Yeah,
it's
in
not-
one QB, that's 109.
I will say Jalen Waddle just went 110 in a league we were in together.
Yeah.
So
in a one QB league.
Still, in a
One
one
yeah, in
QB
a
league.
one QB
Wow. But
league
also-
that Simon got him.
Pat is
No, I
in that
didn't.
league. And
I
took
traded.
Michael Carter
you
and
traded
Trevor
that pick.
Lawrence. So
Oh yeah.
you can't
You
fully
traded this
take
to
that.
JL, but you
Yeah.
got good value for that pick because
So-
Jalen Waddle was there.
I traded JL for Mike Gesicki plus the very next pick for
Yeah.
the 2-1,
So
where I
basically,
value
Terrace
Terrace Marshall. Yeah, I value Terrace Marshall similarly to Jalen Waddle. Maybe that's incorrect, but it was a similar player, and I got Mike Gesicki on top of it as well. So,
And I
I
got a
was totally
second
cool
next
with
year.
yep,
I'll take Waddle.
yeah, I totally get that. It was like the drop off for me was like less than Gesicki, so it was all good. We got some guesses from the chat. Jordan saying 43%, Z2 with 36%. Sully said lots to unpack here. There is lots to unpack here. I like started thinking of something stupid to say, and then it was so stupid that I didn't say it out loud, and I'm going to
Or about
move on. That's
luggage?
why I hesitated. And Sully said 36%. Anthony with 29%. Jay saying 47. Craig saying 25. And Jordan correcting his said, I'm going to knock mine down to 34%. Well, Josh, you locked in with 30%. Rocky and John Luke both took the under. The actual percentage of people that chose side A, that chose the 2021 109 and 208 and the 2022 first and third is 15%. Josh,
Damn
you
it.
were exactly 15 percentage points away, so you still get 1 point. You
Point,
get
buddy.
Even
for
lower
doing
than I
that.
thought.
But Rocky and John Luke, you guys each get 2 points for correctly predicting the under.
I use the
Yeah.
Josh strategy. I in a startup, even if it is Waddle, right? Which I don't think we could take that. I think most leagues Waddle's going ahead of there. They don't have Pat in it. You got to account for the Pat effect. Waddle, in the 2022 first is not going to go anywhere near the
You're right.
second round that AJ Brown is.
Yeah.
Honestly, the more I looked at it, the more I heard you two talk about this. I was like, I do wish I went lower. It was obvious.
It was
that
a
it should
good
be
guess,
lower.
though. It's a good guess.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
It's like I said, right? I was either going to go just below or just above 30. I wasn't sure if it had been my poll.
It's always intimidating to guess anything lower than like 30%. Like
Yeah.
to like throw out a number real low or higher than 80. Like those ones just feel really weird. Jay said, "Wow, I was way off." Jordan said the community is smart. Or this must have been on the Titans fan page easily.
No,
Yep,
I think this makes sense. We just talked about it. I think it makes sense.
I would take the AJ Brown
Me too.
side every day.
Sully said, "I might be the only one better on the show than in the chat." LOL.
Inverse.
And he said Twitter got it right, and we are surprised, upset. LMAO. Yeah,
That's true.
that's 100% true.
How dare
Anthony.
you be rational?
Rocky, we are coming on to you with poll number 2. I did not mean to rhyme there, but it is your turn.
Word choice.
You and 2. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
It was
Let's
okay.
just ignore the word choice and move on. Your question is slightly different than a lot of the questions we have. It is it time to sell high on Travis Kelce? Side A
Ooh.
is yes. Side B is no.
I like the different kinds of polls.
What
Yeah,
percentage of the people chose side A? Said yes, it is time to sell high on Travis Kelce in a dynasty league.
That's an interesting one.
Wow, this is a really interesting poll.
I'm definitely not on that side, but I know a lot of people in the dynasty community are big on selling at peak value, and he's never going to go up any more than this. Oh, that is tough. And he's what, 31, 32?
78.
Yeah, I can read for you the entire question. The poll said, at 31 years old and seemingly in his prime, is it time to trade away Travis Kelce in your dynasty league while you can sell him high?
I love
So
like
that is-
the pros this person put into their poll.
Yeah. It's like Shel Silverstein polls.
They're actually kind of cons almost, like
And I'm trying to take out my bias because I'm like one of the least ageist dynasty guys out there. So
I'm having trouble with this one too, Rocky.
Yeah.
I'm trying
So-
to like
to me, it's definitely not time to sell high. I've drafted Kelce in a startup in the second round this year, tight end premium startup. So
Too
I
late
mean,
for
you're
Simon.
a man after my own heart.
Yeah.
I'll draft him. I'll draft him in
Simon's like the
first.
second. What a value.
I know. Well,
You're not kidding though.
in Superflex startup, you're getting like 10 quarterbacks in the first. So,
Yeah.
but I am going. So I think the yes, it's time to sell him is going to be a little lower than half. I'm going to go with 40% said yes.
40% said yes. Locked in.
Locked in.
John Luke, are you going over or under Rocky's guess of 40%?
I think 40% is a really good guess. I was thinking maybe 50-50. I think most people are in Simon's camp where they're like, no, like he's good for now. Like, keep him. And I always feel like I'm on the opposite side of that. And so maybe I just notice it more because it's opposite of what I think. But I'm going to go over here. I think it's going to be between 40 and 50. I thought you were going to go 48%, and I was not going to know where to go.
Again, that might have been my bias sneaking in. I wanted to lean it more towards the no side.
Joshua, are you taking the over or under on the 40%?
Is it time to sell Kelce? I think most people aren't going to say it's time to sell him. I think most people out there are going to be like, it's time to ride him. Time to ride him. Time to ride him.
Does he know?
No, it's just ride it till the wheels fall off kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say less.
Josh is saying under. So, Rocky, you
This
split
is
the
tough,
room.
man. This is tough.
You split the room.
Pause.
I like that.
That's always fun. I love it when the guest splits the room. Tyler says Rocky knows my answer to this. You know, Justin, what side he wants?
Tyler definitely wants to sell Kelce at his peak value. Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Tyler's the
that from
opposite
his
of me.
tweets. Me too. I'm like you. I am very not ageist in Dynasty. Sully said this is dirty. Craig said 56% yes. Jason 55%.
This does not look good. I was
Z2
looking at the guesses.
with 47. Tyler with 52.
He only went 52% though, but he's trying to determine what Twitter's thinking at the same time.
Anthony said 38%, and then
I
he
like
said, but
that
yes,
guess.
this is the time to sell. Sully with 51%. Jordan saying 70%. Says he's going to be different than the rest of us in here. Mike T said 61%. And Rick said skeet. That's his guess.
Totally out of context.
Rick, I think
No,
nailed
he's
it.
talking about Kelsey.
Totally inappropriate.
Kev said bird up. What's up,
Bird
Kev?
the fuck up.
Bird the F up.
Jay, his official
my
guess is
God.
that's what she said. And Craig said, y'all are going to need an NC-17 rating soon with Josh on here. I'm guessing that's about the Kelsey comment.
Yeah, right.
That's definitely gonna get it. That's definitely gonna get us that label.
Okay, Rocky, you ready for the results?
I am.
The percentage of people, according to 803 votes on Twitter, about whether or not is the time to sell Travis Kelce. I completely forgot how I worded that sentence. 60% of the people said yes, it is time to sell Travis Kelce. 60%. You're off by 20 percentage points. Unfortunately, that is outside of the range that scores points.
Rocky, I got no points either.
Josh got no points in that round. John Luke, you get 2 points.
I said this to Simon before the show. I always get him super close or like 25%. So
That
that's
is
what happened
like
here.
word for word what you
I
said.
have approximate knowledge of many things.
There you go.
I was kind of with you on this one. I just feel like all the people I've seen, or maybe I just listened to Simon talk too much. That's probably actually what it is. But I feel like most people are just like ready to just continue with Kelsey, and he's got at least a few more years left with Patrick Mahomes.
I didn't think it was that high. I probably would have went 50% exactly, and so I
probably
wouldn't have
would have
gotten.
too.
I wouldn't have gotten full points.
Tyler,
I'm,
at
I'm in a
60.
ton of leagues, and I'm not seeing him get sold a lot. So I was a little surprised by that too.
Yeah,
I think just because it's time to sell doesn't mean it's time to buy. You know what I mean? Like that sounds stupid, but just because everybody's trying to sell doesn't mean that there's people out there looking to
You tell
trade
me
for
it's
him.
not time to
So
buy Tevin Coleman.
It's time to trade for Tevin Coleman and who else are we trading for?
Michael Gallup.
Eddie Lacy.
Philip
Eddie
Lindsay.
Lacy.
Actually, maybe though.
Ty Montgomery.
Ty Montgomery. That was your dude for a while.
Todd
there.
Gurley. Well,
That was
actually, maybe someone actually believes that.
That was sad.
Rick said I was late, had to make an entrance. And Anthony said the problem is everyone knows you should sell, but no one wants to.
Yeah.
Rocky, I'm on the same side as you though. In dynasty startup drafts, I have so much fun drafting all the like 26 to 28-year-old wide receivers that people are just leaving for dead in rounds 4 and 5. Like those are my favorite guys to target.
I wouldn't say that I'm ageist, but I think I make decisions based off like market value, and I feel like older guys are so much more difficult to trade or get value.
You're
out
right.
of.
It's
So,
almost
like,
impossible sometimes.
yeah, so there's value to get out of these guys, like the Marvin Jones, maybe even Emmanuel Sanders, but you're pretty much only doing that for your team, right? Like your own production.
No, you're going too deep. I'm talking like the Mike Evans.
Yeah,
Amari
that's what I'm
Coopers,
saying.
Allen
Like,
Robinson.
I think people don't overemphasize that value and forget that we need points to actually win.
Yeah,
for sure.
I completely agree with you. That's how I view it. Now, maybe in a couple years, my teams are going to be looking rough, but right now it's been fun drafting teams like that. I'll just have to plan a little bit ahead. After that round, JL, you are in the lead. You got 4 points. Rocky, you're in second with 2. Josh, you've got 1 point sitting there in last place. And John Luke, we are on to your question.
Don't screw it up.
Tyler said, problem is that now my voice will be answering the people's questions on DLF every week. So if anyone listens to me, ageism will only become more extreme. And Tyler's all about the young guys.
Outside of fantasy, you just see people going up and kicking grandmas on the sidewalk.
Not even grandmas, 27-year-olds. That's
I can't trade you.
Okay, John Luke, we are on to your poll. This one's pretty straight. It's nothing like Josh's with all those moving pieces. It's a 1-for-1. It's a dynasty poll. Side A is Laviska Shenault Jr. Side B is Odell Beckham Jr. It's the battle of the juniors. What percentage of people would prefer side A, Laviska Shenault Jr. over side B, Odell Beckham Jr.?
Wow.
This is interesting.
Jay, this one's for you.
Anything Vishka, as Josh says.
Vishka.
I
know it's Visca. I can't help myself.
I think most people are off Odell now. Like they're finally accepting that we're not going to see it. I was definitely holding out, Simon. I know you were as well. But I think at this point it's like upside. Like if he comes back, then that's great value. But I don't think most people are expecting it. Visca, on the other hand, hype train has left long time ago. Jay is the conductor. And I think Trevor coming. I think it's going to be pretty high on side A. I'm going to go 82%.
82% locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Joshua, are you taking? Wait, you said 82?
82.
Oh my God, 82.
82.
Oh no, that's.
82.
I mean, I do think. Oh man, 82%. I do think that a lot of people are going to be saying.
Choo-choo.
Most people are going to be saying Visca here, but I can't go over 82. I just can't do it. Under.
So you're going under. Rocky, what about you?
can't.
Over or under 82%?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with JL that people are. I've been out on Beckham ever since the injury last year. I just said I'm done with him. I traded him. I sold him low. You know, I didn't even care what I was getting. I think he's done at this. And to JL's point about value, he's going to have no value going forward. He's a 28-year-old receiver with multiple injuries. So, and I'm not expecting the points there either. But I also agree with Josh. I think it's kind of hard to go over on 82% on almost any poll. So I'm just going to play the odds and go under here.
Yeah.
Rocky also taking the under. So we've got Rocky under and Josh under with JL with a guess of 82%.
There's also a factor of just like Odell Beckham's name value on Twitter. You just see Odell Beckham, you see Visca, and you're just like, the common person might just be like Odell Beckham, obviously.
Yeah. Way less letters.
Yeah.
Way too low. Actually, it might be a similar number of
Both juniors.
Less.
They're both juniors. Sully said 72%. Anthony said 100% Chenault. Jay said 70%. And then Tyler said,
I'm surprised Jay didn't say 100%.
I know, right?
We all know what Jay thinks.
Yeah.
All right.
He's just tempering. He's trying to the train's starting to get full. He doesn't want too many more people jumping on. Tyler said made one of my Patreons trade OBJ plus for Visca. So we know what side he would be on. And he said Visca 77%. And Z2 came in with exactly the same guess of 77%.
Over 81.
Anthony saying 79. Mike said 73. Tyler said Jay is just a passenger. I'm the conductor. They're gonna fight. Rick said 66, and Z2 made the awesome point that Jay looks more like a train conductor. So
I can totally see him in a train conductor outfit.
One of those little hats.
Yeah, the striped hats with the matching overalls.
Yeah.
Brady's here. He said, "What's up, guys? Don't worry, I'm here. Welcome in, Brady."
Okay, we can start. We can finally start.
And Rick said 66% from Mr. Ricky Butts. John Luke, the actual percentage of people that chose Laviska Shenault over Odell Beckham Jr. in this Twitter poll is
please be over
57%.
What was it? 60?
57%.
Damn it!
Wow. 25 percentage points off, so you get nothing.
Stupid. How many people
I
voted on
can't
that?
believe it was that. I wouldn't even have gone that. I was thinking high 60s is when he said the poll. I would never go as low as 50 something.
Rocky and Josh, you guys each got 2 points for correctly picking the under, even though it was probably much lower than you thought. So we are at JL 4, Rocky 4, Josh 3 after those 3 rounds. But Josh, you're actually the only one who got any points on their poll this round. The other 2 just nailed the over-unders. So that's the difference. You got 1 point on your poll. The other 2 are outside of 15 percentage points away. So hopefully round 2 is a little bit nicer to you guys. Maybe that was my bad on the polls.
We got it. No, those were good polls.
Jay said he's going to dress like a conductor at the expo. That is perfect. That would be so funny. Craig said 2% off. I'm on fire today. Yeah, he was 1% off on one of them, 2% off on this one.
Jesus.
And Jay saying OBJ name value to the masses. Craig agrees.
Yeah.
That's probably all it is.
Yeah.
And Sully wants to know what was the answer. I missed it. It was 57%. 57%.
57%.
Kevin here with the bird up. Bird up, Kev. How's it going?
Again?
I know we're getting double bird ups today from Kev. It must be a special day. Josh, we are back around to you though. We have a new poll for you. Round 2.
I'm ready for it.
You ready?
Are you ready for your poll?
Okay. This person is in the middle of a dynasty startup draft. Okay, so that is the context in the poll. They're in a dynasty startup draft, and so far they have drafted Joe Burrow. This is Superflex. AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, and Stephon Diggs. So that is their team so far. They want to know who should I draft next, Travis Etienne or CeeDee Lamb. What percentage of people chose the Travis Etienne side of this poll.
Can you go over
Yeah.
the players real fast?
Yeah.
Yes,
that they have
Joe
already?
Burrow, AJ
Mhm.
Brown, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs. So a
Burrow.
quarterback.
Now I know why they're asking this.
AJ Brown, Metcalf, and who?
Diggs.
Diggs. Okay.
That's a hell of a startup so far.
Yeah. I hope that's not
Um,
the order.
And CD Lamb still there?
If Diggs
Yeah.
went in the
I
fourth
know,
round,
that's crazy.
that's insane.
So I assume. So look, this guy or woman or whatever, this person is sitting there, and they're like, "Okay, I got my quarterback. I got 3 awesome receivers, and there's like not many running backs left. Travis Etienne's there. I'm sure there's not many others." So I don't know if people voting on this poll are considering that at all. CD Lamb is definitely a better talent and someone I would draft so far ahead of Travis Etienne that I still got to side with CD Lamb's side just because of that. I'm going to say 72% said CD Lamb.
So
what's that?
28.
28%.
God, why is there
Yeah.
so much math today?
Yeah, 28% said Travis Etienne. Josh's final answer. Rocky, are you taking over or under 28%?
It is so funny because whenever you say one, either now today or when I played along, I always come up with a number in my head before the person says it. The number I had was 72. So I don't even know which way to. Yeah,
On
just
which
one.
side?
I'm sorry,
So
28.
same as me.
28 break.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
You
yeah.
both did it
I-
backwards?
Exactly.
I always do. I get on a roll and
Yeah. So I have no clue which way to go here. Yeah, I mean, I think Twitter loves CeeDee Lamb. I think everybody agrees CeeDee Lamb's more valuable than ATN, but I do think there's
Not
going to be
me.
people. Really?
No, I'm just Clemson bias.
he
Okay.
does love Etienne.
Objectively, yes. CD
yeah.
Lamb's reliable.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely there's going to be people that see 3 wide receivers and think you should go the running back. Even though that's not the case, you should just go for the best value. But this is Twitter. I don't know which way to go. I am flipping a coin in my head, and it's going to land on over.
Over from Rocky, over 28%. John Luke, are you
Heads or
following?
tails?
Are you following Rocky on this one, or are you taking the under?
No, I'm gonna take the over too. I think enough people will go on needs here.
I hope not.
And
Draft for value,
It's-
trade for need.
it is dynasty, and so I could see some
Dynasty,
people
yeah.
just being like, running back, fine, punt it. You'll be poopy maybe year one, or you can make a trade. Probably should go best value here, but yeah, I think enough people will not think about that. They'll just think of need here. So I'm gonna go over.
I hope not.
Rocky and John Luke locked in with the over. Josh locked in with 28%. We've got some guesses from the chat as well. Kev said, nice poll. Thanks, Kev. I really appreciate it.
Kevin loves your poll.
Kev loves my poll. Jay said 33%. Rick said 26%. Mike T said, is this an all flex league? I do not think so. It's always at 58% A, should be 100% side B. So he's logging in with 58. Craig with 30. Brady with 53. Z2 with
Some
36.
Clemson bias coming in there.
And Mike T with 32%.
Damn. All right.
Just some guesses a little bit all over the place here. Are you ready, Joshua?
I'm a little nervous. So I'm
The
just seeing the
actual
guesses.
percentage of people that said they should draft Travis Etienne over CeeDee Lamb in this situation is 37%. Josh, you were 9 percentage points off, so you still get
Good
5
guess.
points.
At least you got
3
points.
points. You get
I'll
3
take it.
points for being within
We're
10.
all tied. We're all tied.
And then you guys each get 2 points for correctly predicting the over-under. You guys are all tied. After that poll, it is
Oh,
6
oh, oh.
to 6 to 6. Uh-oh.
Oh.
It's a sign of the apocalypse.
Oh, man. On your birthday, too. The score is
Yeah, I know.
666 in here. Woo-wee. We got a bad omen. Let's
We
hurry
have
on to the
such
next
good
question.
games every time.
Whoever
Lately-
designed
lately,
the scoring
lately.
system for this game must have been such a genius.
Whoever
really,
did that was
really
a
just
good-
must be
good
so
person.
smart and probably handsome too, and a really good
Definitely
singer.
not good looking, but probably good person.
But their mom thinks they're handsome.
Yeah.
For
Average,
sure.
average look. Solid
Honestly, sometimes I feel like the way the chat talks about my mom that she's more popular than I am on the stream.
Oh,
Like people would
you shouldn't
replace me with
wonder
her
about that.
in a
That's
heartbeat.
4. Yeah.
Just from like the interactions with her. Rocky, we are moving on to you with the next poll. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Jay said, "What was the result? I missed it. It was 37%." Oh,
Pay attention,
Mike
Jay.
Mike answered it for you. So he said, "I need to stop guessing." I don't know. That just sounded
Me
so
too.
defeatist. Rocky, your next poll is: who has the better 2021 fantasy season? So that was all the context. It didn't say PPR, nothing. It just said, who has the better 2021 fantasy season? Side A, Josh Jacobs. Side B, Miles Sanders. What percentage of people chose side A?
I've never been a Josh Jacobs guy, but I know a lot of other people are. But that Kenyon Drake thing just kind of screwed him all up. I've been practicing caution on Sanders just because I'm not. I have great fears about the Eagles' offense this year.
Sanders has always felt like the floor is just going to fall out from under him. I don't know if it's just me, but
I think with the Drake thing, I still think people have knocked Jacobs way down. And I don't think they're taking the dumpster fire that the Eagles' offense may be into account because a lot of people like Jalen Hurts. So I'm definitely going to think the Sanders side is higher, and Jacobs, I will say, people said 39% Jacobs.
39% Jacobs from Rocky. Mike wanted to know, when was this asked? Mike, all of these polls are within the last 5 days. So every single one of these polls is from within the last 5 days.
Except for one of them is actually from a year ago, but you don't know which one. Simon just mixed it in.
Could you imagine?
There's one poll from 2017, and that's it. It was
the OBJ one. It was the OBJ one.
Not the one with Doug Martin in it.
With Doug Martin.
Yeah, it was in the last week. So you guessed
39.
39%.
I think I said 39, didn't I?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, no one said over under yet, so even if you didn't, 39 can be your answer. Rocky
Okay.
said 39%. John Luke, are you taking over or under 39% from Rocky?
I'm going to take under. I
JL
think
taking the under.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs' value has just tanked this offseason. I think we'll see a bounce back, but he's going really late in startup drafts.
Josh, are you following?
I think you might be right. I think I may have overvalued Jacobs there.
Well, thanks for
value
helping me
him.
out. Now I'm not going to sound as smart, Rocky, when I actually agree with JL.
Aha.
No, but I do agree with JL. I do
Follower.
think the perceived value
Think
of
for
Josh
yourself.
Jacobs has gone down a lot, especially because of the Drake situation there. I like Josh Jacobs still. I don't think he's that much lower than Miles Sanders personally, but I think the vote is definitely going to go towards
Yeah, I'm
Miles
hoping
Sanders.
39% of people feel like Josh.
All right.
Yeah, and maybe my personal opinion is more like 30%. It's probably like 4%. You know.
Let me ask you guys this: if the poll was who has more talent, where would you vote?
I think I would like it would be like 50-50 for me.
I would probably go Sanders. I haven't been as big a Jacobs guy since he came into the league.
I've always liked him. I watched his high school footage when he was coming out of high school. I've always been a fan. I'm just a fan, I guess.
And this is not just Eagles bias, because I definitely have, like I said, I tend to lean more towards the opposite way with the Eagles bias and downplaying those guys. So
Boston Scott is still there, you guys. You never know.
Carry on Johnson.
Did they Kenneth Gainwell? Did they kick Kenneth Gainwell?
I believe they
did.
Kenneth Gainwell. Yeah, Josh, you took the under as well on Rocky's guess of 39%.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got Rocky locked in at 39. Jalen and Josh both with the under. Let me make sure I have this percentage correct. I do. The actual percentage of people that think Josh Jacobs will have a better fantasy season than Miles Sanders in 2021 is 47%. Rocky, you are 8 percentage points off, so you
that was great.
You get 3 points for being within 10.
They got none, right?
And they got nothing. So that was about as good as it could have gone for you.
Really great job.
What was the actual answer? 43?
47.
47. Okay.
I think there is still a lot of Josh Jacobs truthers out there that Drake's not going to matter. Yeah, I think there are. I'm not one of those, but
I like Jay came in. I will vouch. Rocky is usually biased against Eagles players, actually.
How many votes are on that one, Simon?
Let me tell you. That one had 626 votes.
I think if that one maybe got a little bit more My guess is it would have went lower. I'm just saying, like, in terms of the analysis here, I feel like most people are not that high on Josh Jacobs, but that is truly surprising.
Yeah,
Craig says 7% off again. Darn it. So Craig was right there on it. Mike is shocked by that one. So is Jay. But Rick says Sanders easily more talented. Thinks Sanders is the easily more talented player. So after that round, Rocky, you broke. It's no longer the sign of the devil in here. So thanks for scoring some points. It is 9-6. Josh and John Luke, you guys got some ground to make up.
I'm nervous.
But, Rocky, Sully had a question for you. He said, do I grab Hurts as my QB2 and my Superflex startup? We are into round 5. As someone who watches the Eagles, where do you stand on Jalen Hurts?
I wouldn't, because I think he may be a one-year guy. And he may score a lot in that 1 year, but Tyler will tell you, I'm a guy that's waiting on QBs and Superflex anyway, so I'd rather grab a Cousins or a Brady or I see JL making a face, or even a Wentz later, and just get the solid production I think I can get out of some of those guys. And I think some of those guys, Cousins for sure, and possibly Wentz, I think have more security than Hurts does.
That's a really good point.
Especially already having your number one quarterback, and
right?
You only have 4 picks so far. There's lots of great talent still there, and to your point, it could be a 1 year thing. Very easy.
And there's a ton of upside there, and I even think he could score like amazingly for fantasy this year and still be replaced next year if he completes like 52% of his passes and they go 5-12 or whatever.
So you think there's a
real life,
a realistic chance like the Eagles are picking top 5 next year in the draft?
Oh, I do. I don't have a lot of faith in this team for this year. I'm not sold on Sirianni specifically, which is what scares me the most. So I don't want my coach playing rock, paper, scissors.
if Lance is there, are you taking Lance over Hurts?
I think I would.
Lance,
yeah, I think I would. I think he starts early, if not at the beginning of the season, and he definitely has more security. I mean, he's going to be the quarterback for probably 2-3 years minimum, even if he sucks.
Yeah, draft capital.
Anthony said Eagles have 3 firsts as well. So if they want to replace Jalen Hurts at all next year, they've got the draft capital to do it. Even if they're not in that top 5.
From UNC, or who's the guy that's like the main guy next year? QB that everyone's talking about?
Sam Howell.
Yeah, I think so.
Howell and Rattler, I think.
I was going to say Rattler's the other guy
coming
coming out.
Yeah.
Anthony said, Sully, what about Dalton?
Huh?
He was asking Sully, but then I was sitting here. Anthony wants him to draft. Yeah, I asked like
asking about his friend or his neighbor or something.
Hey, how about Dalton?
Okay? Hey, did Dalton call you? He was trying to get in touch. I don't know.
Maybe Dalton's his dog. That could be it. Rick said, "Shut it, Anthony. Get out of here." John Luke, we're moving on to your poll. This is your last poll before we move into round 7 and the final poll. And we are moving on to your poll. Is your poll ready for? No, are you ready?
Such a good poll.
Ready to accommodate.
Ready to accommodate? Okay. Your poll. We've talked about one of these players a little bit today, right at the beginning of the stream. This is a Dynasty League. Side A is Devonta Smith. Side B is Deontay Johnson. Who would you rather have on your Dynasty team? Devonta Smith or Deontay Johnson? What percentage of people chose side A?
I don't like this one.
Hate this so much.
Yeah.
It's funny you do this one today. I've made known my Deontay Johnson love across both of my pods, so this is tough for me.
Both Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not Pennsylvania. Why did I say
Philadelphia?
Both Philadelphia.
The Philadelphia Steelers.
The Steagles.
Yeah.
The Eaglers.
Ooh, I like that one better, actually.
You did pronounce your love for Devonta Smith earlier on this show as well, actually.
I know, so I don't know what to do with it. I'm curious to see what John Luke says because I don't have a number in my head yet.
Me either, actually.
Just for an update, guys, Anthony said that was an inside joke. Sully traded a first this past offseason for Dalton.
I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to go with here. I've got a number in my head.
Rick said Dalton eats grass. He's Anthony's favorite. Anthony's vegan, for those of you that do not know.
Andy Dalton, right?
Andy Dalton.
Yeah, that's why Rick's saying that. And then Anthony saying coming in like Dalton is not vegan, but Justin Fields is. Rick, come on, get it right. Know your vegan football players. Vegans and Canadians know who's Canadian and who's vegan in the NFL.
And yeah, Justin Fields, he was eating that vegan food.
He just moved up in my rankings.
I like it. Yeah.
I'm going to go 52%.
Damn it. Damn it. You know, I had a number in my head, and I was just gonna go with whatever like side had more room. So
They'll
I had,
lock
like,
in with
50% in my head.
52%. Josh, are you taking the over or under on that?
You say 52% Devontae?
Yeah, 52% Devonta Smith.
See, my plan was going to go to whatever side had more room, but I'd rather have Devontae, I think. I don't know. I like Deontay Johnson, too. He's proven it in the NFL. Devonta is not with anyone good. I don't see why Deontay Johnson couldn't win this, but the draft season, people are getting hyped about these rookies. I'm taking the over.
Josh taking the over. Rocky, are you following Josh's lead, taking the over as well, or are you taking the under?
I don't know. My twin loves are tearing me
Yes.
apart here.
Die, Eagles, die.
I
never heard that. I feel like I should have
I don't know if I have either. That's good.
I did it.
It's probably like a Cowboys Redskins thing, you know. Like,
Maybe.
The who?
The who?
football team.
football team. I still do that too sometimes, Josh.
I can't stop myself. I got a problem.
Just because I'm not sure and I have the lead anyway, I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna say under.
Try to build that lead. Take the
Hit the room.
Smart.
side. There
Yeah.
we go. Rocky's taking the under. I typed unser on accident, but he is not taking the under. He is taking the under.
Yeah.
We've got Rocky with the under, Josh with the over on JL's guess of 52%. We've got some guesses from the chat and some further explanation. I love the little Roto Heat like beef going down in the chat right now. This is cracking me up. So he goes, Anthony thinks he's funny. I traded for Dalton last year and finished second. Can't recall what Anthony finished. I don't typically look that far down in the standings. I can just
That's great.
so much
That is
bite
great.
in that
That's
message.
fantastic.
And Rick wants us to tier vegan football players, so we can do that. And Anthony
I'm
said
down.
J.K. Dobbins is vegan too.
Is
Josh.
he?
There you
I
go.
didn't know
Did
that.
you know that?
I did
Unless
not
he's
know
lying
that.
to you.
Don't lie to me. He just wanted me to grab my jersey. Let's
Get
go,
my
J.K.
Dobbins
Dobbins.
jersey.
Woo!
Ravens. We're Ravens fans. We're having
Browns.
fun.
Yeah, we are, JL. You and me.
You and me, buddy.
JL acting like he's always been a Raven. I keep forgetting that you decided that you're not
Yeah.
just like a floater.
That's why I
anymore.
say it
You're-
like
you're
that every
fully
time.
Decided.
That's
You-
why I
We'll
pointed out
take,
every
we'll take
single
you. We'll take you. We love you over here.
We got some guesses from the chat. Jay said 50%. I was combining Jay and chat. Craig said 65%. Rick with the 73%
I like that.
guess. Anthony saying 77.
Yes.
Sully with
Yes.
the 67.
Yes.
I'm not liking this.
Z2 with the
So-
No,
Toby.
no. Get out of here.
And Rick's letting us know he'll come on and eat a steak while we tier vegan football players.
I will be gone that day.
I'll eat a steak with you as well, Rick.
Ugh.
And I'll eat some salmon or something.
I'll be like Pam in the ops. I'll just vomit into my trash can on stream, staring at you guys.
Okay, are you guys ready for the results of this poll? John Luke, your guess was 52%. The percentage of people that would prefer Devonta Smith over Deontay Johnson in a dynasty league is 58%. You were 6 percentage points off, right outside of the range. Look at that,
I
5
thought
points.
that was it. I thought that was my moment. I was
To get
so
it
ready.
exactly
I felt it in my.
right.
I felt it in my loins, guys.
It's coming down to the final question yet again, boys. Like, we
Gosh.
had like.
Josh, you correctly predicted the over on that one. So
Uh-huh.
you get 2 points.
Yeah.
JL, you get 3 points for being within 10, but more than 5 away. Rocky, you get nothing on that one. So going into the final round, though, the score is Josh 8, Rocky 9, JL 9. Whoever gets
Yeah.
this last question right
You're welcome,
is
Josh.
the winner of today's show.
Thank you, JL.
Whoever gets this right wins today's show.
At least I held my own.
Yeah, I mean, you might win.
Not quite the accomplishment that you think it is when we're your competition.
D2 says the Browns fans here are better than the Ravens fans. He's throwing some. I don't know. I got us bringing down the Browns fan rankings with me involved. Maybe if you took me out of it and it was just you, you would.
I meant
say-
I meant to
too.
tell you, Simon. I'm going on drinking and talking football with Jake Trowbridge tonight, and
Yeah.
it's an AFC North episode. And so they have one from a person from every team, and there's no one for the Browns. It's like, oh, I can get Simon to come on, and he was like, no, we like to leave one team out so that everyone can just team up and shit on that one team.
Yes. There's no better team to shit on than
Yeah.
the Browns.
The Browns. I was like, that's brilliant. I was like, I can't
You know
even
what?
argue with that. It's a brilliant strategy.
It's almost an honor. Like only one team got picked for that role, and it was the Browns. You're part of the 3 teams that got picked to be talked about. So, I mean, truly, we're coming out on top on that one. Anthony making a mean face. I'm guessing it's because Sully said eat beef, cows eat grass. But cows are also
or eat beef cows, eat grass.
eat beef cows, eat grass. Yeah, that's what he meant. You're eating beef cows and grass. Guys, now that, I'm moving on past that. We're moving on to our last poll. This is the final round. And like I mentioned before, Rocky was on top of his stuff. He brought pencil and paper. Even though I did not remind him, I continued my tradition of not reminding our guests to bring it. But Rocky outsmarted me and brought it anyways. Guys, your last poll. It's a straightforward 1-for-1 again. So nothing too crazy to keep track of. The question is, who would you rather roster in Dynasty? Side A, DJ Moore. Side B, Allen Robinson. What percentage of people would prefer to roster DJ Moore in Dynasty?
Don't give me this one. See, my answer is going to be different than the public's, I bet. So these are the toughest ones.
No way you could account for that.
I can.
What will you do?
That's a tough one.
Can you cue the Jeopardy music?
There's bugs in peanut butter. Just so everyone knows. Jay said, good polls today, Simon. Anthony said, why waste time? Few words work faster. Why say many word when few word do trick?
Few word do trick. Josh, you just said cue the Jeopardy music. And that reminds me, I woke up early this morning because I started to create loading screens for Quiplash. And I was sitting there thinking like, oh, this would be funny. Like while we're coming up with answers, we'll have loading screens and we'll just put Josh's face on with like random fun facts that are completely not factual. So I think it's a good idea. I think it's a slam dunk.
Josh eats peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with a fork and knife.
Eggs make breakfast fun.
Rocky, you look like you got your answer already written down. Are you ready, Rocky?
I think I am. I don't know. It's just probably one of those ones where I'm 25% off. But I have a number written down, yes.
Jay said loading screen should be the dogs of FYF. There's some good dogs in Front Yard Fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
JL, Josh.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like there's like the real value answer, and then I feel like the public perception on this one is just going to be completely different.
We'll see.
I got a percentage.
Sully said, Jeopardy. Thoughts of Aaron Rodgers.
I love that you narrate your stream of consciousness.
Me or Sully? Yeah, Sully just in here. I can totally just imagine him thinking it like that. Josh, you got yours written down?
I got mine written down.
Okay, well, Josh, you are in last place, so I'm going to have you reveal it first. Show me your answer. What percentage of people would prefer to roster DJ Moore?
I think more people are going to go DJ Moore here, even though I love Allen Robinson, but I'm going to say 54%.
Josh said 54%. Rocky, what is your guess?
You really made a face there.
I'm wondering if he put 54%.
I think he might have.
I agree with you. I think based on youth alone, I think more people are going to go DJ Moore. I think I might prefer Robinson myself, but I went. I don't know if you can see this. 57.
Wow, 57. We're going to be surprised. I hope JL went 55. 54.
I mean, you auto lose, Josh. You auto lose. Regardless. Even if you win, you lose.
Okay, 54, and 57 are the guesses. Rocky guessed 57. Josh and John Luke each guessed 54. We got some guesses from the chat. Brady said 38.
We've done that multiple times.
Craig said 40. Anthony said 44. Sully also said 57. Agreeing with you, Rocky.
Great guess.
Jay said 56.
I'm hoping 57 gets it at this point. I can't win with 54, so let's go, Rocky.
Take me down with you.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, for the win, the actual percentage of people that would prefer DJ Moore over Allen Robinson in a dynasty league is 57%. Rocky, you nailed it right on the head for the win. 10 points.
I have done it, and
oh my God.
Beautiful.
Good job, Rocky.
And all the times playing along, I've never nailed one right on the head guessing along. So
I've done this stupid stream every gosh dang week since September. No, since March, because we did the podcast. I never once hit it on the head. Freaking Rocky comes in, nails it on the head on the first try.
on the most important one.
Rocky, it was
God.
close the whole game, and then you just
It
blew
was.
it away right there. 10 extra points, 19-9 to 8.
That just looks like Josh and I are idiots.
And Sully was right there with you. He was beefing
Yeah,
it the whole game,
57.
struggling, and then he comes in with that at the end. And Sully, that question alone would have been enough for you to beat JL and Josh in this game.
Stop.
It would have been.
Stop it.
I could have gotten 0 the rest of the time.
Oh my-
That would have been so fantastic.
You would have
That
been so
would've been,
demoralized. Like, oh no, I came on the show, I got 0.
and then just nail it on the last one. That's
and,
awesome.
and beat both Josh and I.
Oh yeah, it's his birthday too. I just saw that. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Jason,
We lost on
Happy
purpose.
We
for
gave
your
it to you.
birthday.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
Thanks for the birthday gift.
Nice job, Sully and Rocky. Z2 said, good job, Rocky. Brady said, blowout win. And Craig said, well done, Rocky. And
Thanks, guys.
Sully wants a Rocky chant. He said,
Rocky
give us a
chant.
Rocky chant. Rocky chant.
Rocky,
Z2.
Rocky.
Z2 wants to be on the show with Sully, so we can call him Z2. He's like, enough of this Rocky winning business. We're back to the
Yeah, I'm
important
in.
stuff.
We can
Yeah.
call you that too.
Well,
don't
we
need
can
to-
just start calling you Z2. But you know what, Sully, that would be an excuse to get Sully back on here, so that's never a bad idea. Jason, great guest, great show, and I gotta agree, Rocky. Thank you so much for coming on, man. This was awesome, and way to end it. I try so hard to like keep a straight.
I know. I
face.
had no
Like,
idea. Yeah.
Like I'm sitting here like trying so hard not to like smirk, like, oh, 57.
You did a good job.
You said 57, but I was so hyped. I was so excited to say that you got it exactly right. Guys, if you do not already follow Rocky, make sure you do that. He's on Twitter. You can see it right there at DynastyFF Addict. Sorry, I just got the hiccups again. And make sure you guys catch him. He's the co-host of Trade Addicts Pod and Dynasty Junking. So check out both of those.
Truly
Rocky,
the trade master. Proved it here
truly
today.
the trade master. And
try.
you've been guest hosting the Dynasty Game Night from time to time recently. So maybe that helped you prep for this.
Yeah.
You went in there, got some games under your belt, and came in just ready to destroy us at our own game.
Jay is going to be on there this week. by the
Yes,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was as
That's
soon as he
awesome.
told me, I was like so mad that I was traveling because you'd asked me to come on. And
Yeah.
I immediately, as soon as I heard Jay was on there, I was like, oh man, I really, really wish I could go on there, humiliate him.
And I just want to again thank you guys so much for having me on. This was a blast. If you ever want me on again, I'll take a half day or something to come back on.
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
Quit your
have to
job.
have
Make
you
that
back.
happen.
quit your job, wait by the phone.
Hey,
We'll
there you
call.
go.
And
Anthony
Rocky,
says-
I know you're like the trading guy, but do you know that trading makes fantasy fun?
I did know that, Josh.
You
Thank
did? Oh, okay, like well, yeah, no, it does. It makes a whole much mess of fun. And JL's
Whole
been
mess
trading
of
like a
fun.
maniac in our
I've been a
league.
madman.
Quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
Finally figured out where the buttons were to start doing this
Yeah,
trade.
it took a minute. You were just sending them into the oblivion before. You thought you just had to speak it into
I
existence.
joined like 15 leagues.
Sully said, "I'm
Accident.
going to tell you clowns it's my birthday next time."
Your funeral.
This
Or
is
you're-
my trading and my not ages thing. Just last night, I traded the 109 in a rookie draft for
Cole
DeAndre
Beasley?
Hopkins.
Oh, he's a
I
lot
love
older than
that.
whoever you get at 109. You know
I
that?
love
Yeah.
that trade.
I love
And I
that
have
trade.
a win now. I have Barkley and McCaffrey.
Again, 109 is
Yeah.
not going to go in the second or third round of the
Barkley
startup.
and
So
I can't believe you traded the
Waddle,
109 for DeAndre Hopkins. I would make that trade in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I'll make that trade
He-
on a rebuild team. I might make that trade.
I don't want to take too much credit for it too, because he offered it to me, but I was just like smash accept.
Yeah,
I love when
that's
that
awesome.
happens.
Yeah.
That's awesome, guys. We are about to be out of here for the day. Rocky, anything you want to say
Not
before
that
we
bad.
jump?
No, that was it. Just again, thanks for having me on. Listen to Trade Addicts, listen to Dynasty Junkies. Thanks a lot.
You guys make sure you go check that out. Josh, you already told us what you think about trading. We got that in there. John Luke,
It's
anything
fun.
you want to say? Z2 said the Eagles finally won something. Congrats again, Rocky.
Coming
Hey,
from
they're
a
only
Browns
3
fan.
years
Coming
removed from a
Browns
Super
fan.
Bowl.
The
I'm
Eagles
gonna
just
say,
won the Super
I
Bowl.
know.
Oh,
like-
yeah, like not that long ago.
Us Browns fans were acting like we made the playoffs once.
Yeah,
and
I
now we
know.
can talk
Yeah,
shit
we
to
won
Yeah.
a playoff
What-
game.
what was our-
coming from a Bucks fan. What have you guys done recently?
What was our Quiplash trick play? The Philly reach around?
The Philly reach around. Yeah.
Philly reach around. Anthony's like Q's Survivor and Eye of the Tiger. Is he like turning on the
Yeah.
show Survivor and then also turning on the song Eye of the Tiger?
No, Survivor, I think, is the band that sings the whole time.
Is the band? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Come on, John.
I like My Way better. It's like our singing. Just overlay it over each other.
Yeah, it works.
Also,
Totally.
Josh,
It's
Jay
not a
wants, you
bad
to,
idea.
Jay wants you to change your Twitter handle.
It's just not a bad
think
idea
about
at
it.
all.
Yeah, that's your brand. That's who
Change
you
your
are now.
legal name, Josh. Change your legal name to @Trading Makes Fantasy Fun.
So would makes fantasy like be my middle name? So I'd be a trading fund?
I think it'd
I
be
think your
all
first
one
name
word
would
like
be
share.
Trey. No, your first name would be
Okay.
Trey,
Trey.
and then your last name would be Ding Makes Fantasy Fun.
Ding.
Oh,
Ding
yes,
makes fantasy
yes.
fun. Ding
Trey?
does make fantasy
You could
fun.
just introduce yourself as Trey. Hi, I'm Trey. Trey what? Trey Ding Makes Fantasy Fun.
Was that?
Get out of here.
Pardon?
Okay, guys, on that note, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Mr. Ding Makes Fantasy Fun will be here and everything. We are out. See you guys at 3 p.m. Eastern. JL is so smart.
Smart.
Adios, everybody.
That's true.